Casey Luskin is with us. He's an attorney and program officer in public policy and legal affairs at the Discovery Institute, co-founder of the Intelligent Design and Evolution Awareness Center. Discovery.org is the website. And Casey, first of all, welcome to the program.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Now, I understand that Texas, first of all, passed a rule, or the Texas School Board passed a rule, and they basically define the textbooks for the nation because they're the largest state that actually defines curriculum. And California would be the largest state, but they don't do it. And they passed a rule saying that evolution isn't enough. You got to consider the religious arguments as well. And you're upset because the textbook publisher, Pearson Prentice Hall, didn't incorporate that into their books. Do I have that right?
Not really, actually. The new Texas science standards do not require any religious instruction whatsoever, and we've never asked.
You mean they don't talk
schools
about intelligent design? They don't require a discussion or a challenge to the theory of evolution or a discussion of intelligent design or creationism?
They require scientific challenges to evolution. They don't say anything about creationism, nor do they talk about intelligent design. It's simply about requiring students to analyze, evaluate, and critique scientific explanations. That's a direct quote from the new science standards. There's nothing about religion. It's only about
but you and I both know that is weasel language for the other side of the argument is intelligent design.
Well, you can sort of say that you and I both know talking point there, but that's not what I'm talking about. There is plenty of scientific literature in the peer-reviewed scientific mainstream literature that critiques many lines of scientific evidence as they are often taught in textbooks for evolution. And so there's a lot of scientific challenges to what's in the textbooks as regards the evidence for evolution. And
are you talking about Stephen Jay Gould?
I've met Stephen Jay Gould before he died. Sure, I knew Stephen Jay Gould.
Yeah, so are you talking about his concept of punctuated evolution versus Darwin's theory of gradual evolution, or are you talking about intelligent design versus any kind of evolution?
I'm talking about the fact that what the textbooks say about the evidence for evolution is wrong. When they say that the Galapagos finches provide evidence for the power of natural selection, textbooks ought to be telling students that the Galapagos finches can still interbreed and that they actually have very little diversity. I'm talking about that when the textbooks treat the tree of life as an absolute fact, they should tell students that there's actually a lot of disagreement about what the tree of life should look like, and that actually some scientists are saying now that the tree of life hypothesis is falling apart. Textbooks need to be informing students about all sides of the evidence as the standards require, and that is not about bringing religion. This is about teaching students about both the evidence for and against the claims regarding evolution in the textbooks.
Do you want students to be discussing whether or not the world was created 6,000 years ago by a Bronze Age god?
Well, I don't believe the world is 6,000 years old. I believe the world is 4.5 billion years old. So this has nothing to do. See, these are the typical talking points that people use to try to really, I would say, misconstrue this issue. There is a legitimate scientific debate over neo-Darwinian evolution. This is not about young Earth creationism. This is not about bringing religion into the classroom. This is about bringing peer-reviewed scientific critiques of evolution into the classroom, and this is all we're asking for.
If you were not informed by your religious perspective, do you think you would be carrying this position?
Well, I studied evolutionary biology extensively at State University, UC San Diego, which was one of the top schools for biology research in the nation. So my views on this subject have to do with my training as a scientist. It's not about religion. And
you have a degree in evolutionary biology?
I'm sorry?
What's your degree?
I have a degree in earth sciences, and I studied evolutionary biology at both the undergraduate and graduate levels. I studied it extensively and took numerous courses directly in evolutionary biology, and there are lots of peer-reviewed scientific challenges to neo-Darwinism.
Give me an example of something that suggests that, well, first of all, if it wasn't evolution that led to you and me, what was it?
Well, scientists engage in analysis,
just say it very simply.
Evaluation, and critique. Well, I would say that neo-Darwinian evolution claims that life arose by a step-by-step process of unguided mutation and random selection and natural selection. When we look at the complexity of life, there are a number of scientists who are saying that the complexity of biochemical systems is not amenable to a step-by-step Darwinian explanation. This is sort of a core
So you're saying that some intelligence that's greater than us created us?
I think that intelligent design is a viable option, but actually Discovery Institute is not actually recommending that intelligent design be taught in public schools. I strongly do not feel that ID should be taught in public schools. I want the debate over ID to be a scientific one and not a political one. We're simply asking for scientific evidence for and against evolution to be taught. This is not actually about bringing in alternatives like intelligent design. And if you look at the record of when the Texas science standards were adopted, the entire board made it clear they did not want intelligent design to be part of these standards.
If the argument that rebuts science and evolution as a consequence of natural selection and random mutation, if that argument is that there is an intelligent designer, that is a religious argument.
Well, I'm not talking about intelligent design right now. I'm talking about
who is that intelligent creator?
Okay, look, you were trying. This is really instructive for your listeners because you're not interested in having a real dialogue over the science. We could talk about intelligent design if you want. It is an argument that's based upon our observations.
Well, you're saying that that's the major thing that knocks down evolution.
I can challenge neo-Darwinian evolution without even talking about intelligent design. You can look at the fact that the tree of life hypothesis is falling apart, or that vertebrate embryos really are very different in their early stages, contrary to what the textbooks claim as evidence for evolution. Or you can talk about the fact that the Cambrian explosion represents a huge gap in the fossil record as regards the fossil evidence for evolution. We can
and that was all the result, and you're suggesting that was all the result of some super intelligent creator changing things.
I'm sorry?
And you're saying that that was the result of a super intelligent creator changing things.
No, I'm saying this has nothing to do with religion, and it's all based on the scientific evidence.
So who is the intelligence who designed all this?
This is about science. I believe that the designer is God, but this is not about bringing intelligent design to the classroom. You're the one talking about intelligent design, not me. This is about bringing peer-reviewed scientific critiques of neo-Darwinism into the classroom. That's all I'm talking about. You're the one talking about ID.
Okay, Casey, you got the last word. Casey Luskin, Discovery.org.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program.